Many of you are aware that I'm a practicing psychotherapist. I've been so for the last 30 years or so in private practice. But it is very rare that I speak about my practice in this forum. But with the recent advent of the DSM-5, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Psychiatric Disorders, and all the controversy that's surrounding it, the American Psychiatric Association has its new manual for all types of mental disorders, a 1,000-page book known as, quote, the Bible of mental disorders. And with all the hoopla about it, I thought I would mention just one thing, a little reminder for us today about the terrible problems that people have with all types of different, not only psychiatric disorders, but just general coping mechanisms, etc. And I was reminded by it by a patient who spoke with me just today and was telling me about the situation with his wife and how she was having so much difficulty coping, various problems in the family, problems with their children, problems in the marriage, problems with her parents, etc. And he asked me basically, what does she need to do? How is she going to get over the most recent difficulty? How is she going to be able to cope and excuse me, and be able to just get on with her life in the proper way? What does she need to do? Now, I don't want to discount the value of medication. Some of you may already know that I'm a big advocate of medication in psychotherapy. I think it's an important adjunct. People need to be less afraid about taking medication because it is there for us. Psychotropic medication is a tremendous boon and makes a very big difference, and people should not hesitate to take it when necessary. And of course, therapy is necessary. But the one thing that we forget is the one piece of advice that was offered by my great-great-great-grandfather, King Solomon, yes, in Proverbs, when he said these words, Dago belev ish yasichena. If someone has a problem in his heart, he should speak it out. The importance of talking, the importance of not carrying something alone. And I told this man, your wife needs to speak. She needs to talk to friends, to relatives, to a therapist, whoever it may be. She needs to talk about it. Sometimes there's no greater remedy than just being able to speak. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, if you speak, there needs to be someone who is listening. That is true. But if you've got problems out there, and we all have them, no matter what you're doing about it, whether it be therapy or whether it be medication, you also very much need to speak. Find someone. Find someone who's listened. He or she is out there, and speak. What has been your experience in coping with problems in today's convoluted and complex society? Have you had a good experience in speaking to people or not? How important is it? Share it with us. Yes, speak it out here in writing. I think it's an important reminder for all of us, and will all help us cope better with every situation. Something to think about.